If you're not doing this one thing before you start mopping, you are completely wasting your time. And I'm going to show you exactly what to do, how to do it, and explain it to you so the next time you mop, you won't have sticky floors afterwards. And I'll share a few tips in between the video while I'm showing you. First things first, this is my mop bucket. It's a two-sided mop bucket, but if you do not have two sides to your mop bucket, it's okay to use two. One for clean water and one for the dirty water residue that you will be mopping up. Now, before you mop, you definitely need to sweep your floor. This is a dust mop. It's two-sided, it's old cedar. You don't have to have the old cedar brand, but you definitely need a broom. Before you mop, you need to sweep the floors. You can also use a vacuum. So I tend to use all three depending on how much debris I have on my floor before I need to mop. So this is my dust mop, and I use this in between vacuum cleaning. And here's how you use it. You do this without raising it up. You keep it on the floor. Turn it, go back against the baseboards, just like this. And with the oak cedar dust mop, it has a little bit of a flip here, raises up against your baseboard, and it cleans it also. So you just basically never pick up your dust mop when you're dusting. And this is basically what you do. And this is how you dust mop. Definitely before mopping. And you'll see just how much debris this dust mop will pick up in just about now. One more thing about the dust mopping, sweeping, and dry mopping. You definitely want to follow the grains of your floor. So this is me following the grains of my floor. This would be not following. I'm going against the grain. You don't want to do that when you mop. Now, if you have rugs that can be pushed to the side or the core that you need to move, like a side table, if it's too heavy, I wouldn't worry about it, but definitely you want to move this. It's easy to move, and it's also in the way. When it comes to your rugs, this is small enough to vacuum, move it out of the way, and be able to mop this entire foyer. Now that everything is out of the way, mopping should not be an issue because you won't have any debris or anything blocking the way of the mop. Now, when it comes to a broom, let's just say you're at home, you're at work, and all you have is a broom and a mop. Unlike the dust mop, you have to clean your baseboards and all you have is a broom. You're going to start with the pointy end. That's how you're going to clean your baseboards. Okay? When you sweep, you definitely don't want to do this because dust is flying everywhere, debris is flying everywhere, and by the time you start to mop, guess what? It's all caught in your mop. So gentle paintbrush strokes is what I like to call it. Just getting that whole area free of debris, making sure what you sweep together and not everywhere. Make sure you can see the pile of debris from your floor, kind of like this. Let me show you. That is a pile of debris that you want to see. Think if I have a broom, use it like a paintbrush, and you'll be fine. I know that there are a lot of young adults and adults that have never been taught to sweep or mop or how to take care of a home properly. No judgment here. I'm just here to show you. Remember the trick that I showed you? Don't take your dustpan off and toss it somewhere else. Just slide it up the broom. Now you're done with the pile. Tilt your dustpan until you get everything that you've swept in it. You don't want to have that in your mop head while you're mopping. If your floors are sticky after you mop, if you've ever been in a restaurant and you walk in and you feel that like on the bottom of your shoe, whoever is mopping, they're using way too much product. And they're just mopping on top of grime, on top of dirt, and on top of old product. Really, they're mopping product upon product. Even if they're using the same product, problem is they're using too much of it. So when in doubt, read the directions. So according to Pine Sol, clean dirt and grime on floors, including hardwood, laminate, and tile. I have hardwood right there, and I have tile right here. Here's general cleaning. 1/8 of a cup to a gallon of water. Quick reference, you want a gallon, it's kind of like a gallon of milk. And that is basically how you do it. Now, if your mop bucket is a little bit dusty here, like you see here, it's simple. You just rinse it out. You don't need a lot of water there. Take paper towel and just wipe it. Because what you don't want is to start mopping a dirty floor with dust. Also, when it comes to Pine Sol, you definitely do not want to use this on copper or marble or unfinished wood. I mean, it tells you that on the back, but it also says unsealed, unpainted, waxed, oiled, or worn wood. Do not use or mix with bleach containing products. I'm a girl who loves bleach, but I know not to mix. So with oak cedar, this, the water comes in at the bottom, you shut it off. Here is where you want to put our mopping solution here. We're just going to use hot water. Now, if you don't have the 2-bucket system with oak cedar, you are okay. You just need 2 buckets, one for cleaning solution and the one for the dirty mop water. If you don't have 2 buckets, you can still use the 2-bucket system by dumping the dirty water halfway through. It's a lot of work, but it can be done. Lift. Shut off. Now the technique for mopping is fluid. If you mop like this, nothing's getting done. Going opposite of your grain, you just may have streaks. What you want to do is go ahead, get your mop wet. This is a new one, so she hasn't been fully immersed. And with oak cedar system, you soak it, which she soaked up a lot. Now I know that there are viral TikToks that show you a drenched mop hitting your floor. That is the absolute worst. You can get mildew. Yes, you want the water in your mop head, but you definitely do not want to drench, drown, or take your floor for a swim. So with any mop, you want to make sure you spread it just like that. Okay, I'll show you again. Mop the way of your grain. Mop the way of the tile or the flooring, how it was put in, right? You don't have to worry about debris being in the mop head. You definitely do not want to drench your floor. And who wants sticky floors or streaks after they mop, not me. I like order. I like order. And so should you. Now you've mopped your floor. Here's another tip. Let me finish. That's the order. And while you're mopping, it's just like a paintbrush stroke. And honestly, you see that? I mopped away of the grains in the floor. And another tip, when you're mopping and you don't have a lot of time, definitely turn on your fans. It will help you dry, but you want to do that after you've pretty much mopped your floor. So if you look at mopping like a mini workout, which it is, if you have the technique down, you're actually working your abs, back muscles, and your arms. It's all dry. That's how you mop. So then you get ready to do your pour out toilet. And one of the things in this is what you get from a dirty floor. Um, and you just want to rinse out your bucket and then you're done mopping. Also, another tip before you want to close it and then flush it. We don't wear shoes in the house, and that helps our floors to stay a little bit cleaner, although you saw the pour out. If you have any questions about mopping, sweeping, what type of products to use, put it in the comments and I will be sure to reply back to you. Thanks for watching.